Hi guys, peekaboo, peekaboo, I see you. Hey, this is David Snell with ExecutiveRestoration.com, and what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about protection for your nose, protection for your mouth, protection for your body, and I've got you guys probably already know Finley, but Finley Surgeoner is out of Shelby, Ohio, with BioPro Restoration, and he's with me right here, and we're going to go through these things together. And Finley, I'm going to let you first start out, and I want you to talk to us about what you hear that's going on other sites for face mask. And here's Finley Surgeoner, folks.
Good morning, Brother Dave. Yes, let's talk about actually what I heard today from a friend who said that these paper masks are going on a social media site for $500.
Oh my.
Well, we talked about before, Brother Dave. That's definitely price gouging.
Mm-hmm.
What? You can buy a box for like what, maybe $20?
Yep. And folks, I've got them right here, okay? Here's a box of 20, brand new, still in the box, okay? And, basically, they're called N95 mask, okay? Now, I want to make some comments to all you out there who are freaking out about breathing, okay, and going out and trying to buy these face masks. I'm not a big believer in these masks, these N95 masks, as far as them taking care of anything viral. There's some people who believe in these face masks and who use these face masks, and that is certainly their opinion, and that is certainly up to them. But if you don't have these face masks, don't freak out. We've got a number of ways that I'm going to show you here today for mouth and nose protection. Don't we, Finley?
Yes, we do, Brother Dave.
But I first want to show you some different things as far as respirators and different things that I use for my restoration company to kind of help you understand some things. And this video is not meant to scare anybody. This video is meant to educate folks and to help others understand. I'm not a person who believes in scaring people, but I am a person who believes in helping people understand what is going on, okay? So I'm going to hold these things up, these different items up, and just to show you, okay? So, as we've already spoken about, we have the N95 face mask, okay? And there's about 20 in here, okay? And as Finley said, these are going for how much a piece on another platform?
500
A piece?
a piece.
Oh my goodness. Well, if I've got 20 in here, that's $10,000. That's $10,000.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They should be ashamed of themselves. Okay, folks, we call that price gouging, don't we, Finley?
Yes, we do.
Now let's see where this is made from. And I'm going to probably guess it's probably made in China. I bet you anything it's made in China. The box looks like it's made in China. Okay, but not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in here, folks. And they've got a strap on them. And I'm not going to take them out, but they're just little N95. Or do you think I should take one out, Finn? And put it on so they see and understand? You think I should?
Yeah, sure, yes, go ahead.
Well, let me just take one out then. And, okay, so I'm going to take one out. Hold on a minute here, people. I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't left you. Okay, so these are the N95 masks. And, okay, there's really nothing to them. Okay? Now, a lot of times people will use this for construction and when they're doing, when they're cutting up concrete or they're cutting up wood or things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hat off. Hey, I'm taking my hat off for you folks. But what we do, it's got a strap, okay, on the bottom, okay. And I don't know why you need two straps, but I guess for the top and the bottom. Okay, so anyway, not a big deal. And then you've got a top mask. Okay. So as you see here, and then you've got a clamp right here. See that little clamp right there? You can squeeze around your nose. And then you've got a filter right in here. Now, some people will even try to reuse these. Now, can they be reused? Well, there is something in here. What I would do is if you had one of these, you've got a little diaphragm right there in the middle. See that right there? Okay. That's so you can exhaust your, so when you breathe, so no humidity builds up around your mask. So what I would do there is I would put a little cotton or a t-shirt in there so you could make this last longer. Okay? Now this is what you call our N95 mask. Okay? Don't despair, folks. Okay? I just want to show you some different things. Now we have this is called a half face mask respirator. And I'm going to take it out. And no big deal. No big deal. And so this is called basically like a half face mask. And the same thing, you have this goes over here. Okay. All right. So you guys get the idea. Okay. Now, on this mask right here, we have some filters, and these are called pancake filters. Okay? These are called pancake filters. And all you do is, I'm just going to show you right here what we're going to do. Finley, you still there?
Yep, yes, sir, still here.
Okay, so all we do here is, this is the bayonet. These are bayonet. Like the mounts are called bayonet. You get the screw in, which we use screw in, and this has the bayonet mount, which basically is just basically a turn. Maybe like a quarter of a turn, and you put it on, okay? So it's real simple, and I'm going to put this one on here. I've got full face mask, half face mask, and so there you go. And then all you do is you put it on, you strap it on. I'm not going to strap this mask on myself, but I'm going to hold it up. See here? Can you see here, people? Peekaboo. Peekaboo, I see you. Okay. So, not trying to scare anybody, but just trying to educate you guys. So, this is a half face, okay? It's because it's not covering your eyes and things like that. Okay, so the next thing is, and by the way, when you're not using your respirator or when you're not using your mask, put it in a Ziploc bag so it lasts longer. Okay, so just take you can just take these off. Just take your filters off. These are called pancake filters. Okay, so see how easy they come off? Okay. Alright, so remember lefty loosey and righty tighty. So typically to loosen something, you turn it left, and to tighten it up, you turn it right. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. So don't tell your mom and dad I told you. I told you this little secret, okay? It's probably something they grew up with. Excuse me. So this is our half face mask. So remember we had our basic mask, then we have our half face mask, okay? And now we have our full face respirator. Okay. This is our full face respirator. Now, I use full face respirators when we do crime scene work, crime scene restoration, when we do mold removal, mold remediation, when we're dealing with dangerous and toxic things. So the same thing here. Okay. So we're gonna screw these on. I'm just gonna show you guys. And when you guys get yours, you can do this as well. Just use this video. And here we go again. Remember, righty tighty. Okay. So then of course, now look, watch this. Now this is our full face respirator. Now this is serious business, okay? So whenever you see somebody with this, and these are called our pancake filters. We have other filters too, and they're called cartridge filters. Now our cartridge filters, I don't have these right now in front of me, but I do have them for jobs. But our cartridge filters are the cat's meow. They're the things that are really filtering and protecting you. And I'm not saying that these pancake filters don't do a good job. They do. Okay. So anyway, this is called a full face mask. So this is protecting your nose. This is protecting your eyes. Now, there's something else that you need to protect that a lot of people are not taught. And that is, Finley, do you know what it is?
Your ears?
Our ears, exactly. Because remember this, folks. If things can get into our eyes and they can get into our nose and they can get into our mouth, they can get into our ears too. So remember, if you're out and about and you're worried about being somewhere and you need protection, not only do you want to protect your mouth, your nose, your eyes, but also your ears. Now, there's something else that we're going to discuss right now, and some people call it the bunny suit. Bentley, you're familiar with this, I know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm going to show you what some people call it a bunny suit, some people call it a tie-back suit. And what this is this is total protection. Okay, your body, this is not breathable. This does not breathe. This does not breathe. So if you get something on it, it's not going to breathe, okay? It is like a sauna inside. So, there are some people, when they're doing a crime scene or a job where you have a contamination, there are some people, see this zipper right here? Okay, so what happens is, I'm not going to get into this, but what you do is you just see the legs right there, okay? See the legs? So you just hop in it like a bunny, and you got your arms, you got your hoodie. Now your hoodie is going to give you some partial protection of your ears. If you don't have any ear protection, you can stick some cotton in there. You can stick a little pieces of rag in there, like a little piece of a t-shirt or something like that. You want something to protect your ears. Okay? Okay, so this is called a Tyvek suit. You know, I've been in these Tyvek suits so many times. Okay, now another thing. Here are some goggles right here. I'll put these on briefly to protect your eyes if you only have a half face respirator. Okay. Now we also have our gloves. Don't forget your gloves. These are just rubber gloves. They're large in size, and these are exam gloves. No, I'm not going to ask anybody to bend over. I'm not going to ask anybody for a physical, anything like that. I leave that up to the doctors. But what I'm saying is here, these are rubber gloves. You want to make sure you use these on jobs. Okay? When you're talking about sewage, when you're talking about crime scenes, when you're talking about mold, or you're talking about dealing with viruses. We're dealing with a very big virus right now, and it is called the coronavirus. Okay, but don't panic, folks. Don't panic. There's so many people in the world right now scared and they're panicking, but don't panic. Most of the things people panic over, they're not informed, they're not knowledgeable. Okay? So, the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about booties. Now, these are booties right here. These are just little booties. I'm not going to take them out. But I typically like to wear booties just as another protective measure. Okay? So when you're going in and out of houses, and instead of taking your shoes off, you can slip on these little booties. Now we're getting down to a very important part of the video today, because there is a shortage of N95 masks. Don't despair, because I've got a very creative idea for you guys. Don't I, Finley?
Yes, you do.
Okay, and the idea is this. Okay. You guys have a t-shirt around the house. Now, this is not going to look very professional. I know that. This is not going to look very professional at all. But here's what you can do. Just get you a t-shirt like this. Okay? That's all you got to do. We're going to do it like this. Okay? And what we can do, the first thing I would do is, if you can use a t-shirt, you can use a bandana. Now I'm going to show you the bandana, what's going to help. And I'm not going to say this is going to do the job, but I'm going to say it will do something, and something is probably better than nothing. Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do it just like this. Okay? Kind of like the cowboys and Indian days, folks. You remember those days? Finn, do you remember those days?
Sure do.
Okay. So, here's something. So this is something else you can do. If this is really the case and there's price gouging with these masks that I just showed you, don't get ripped off, folks. Okay? So, you can do that. There's an option for you. Another option for you is get the shirt, get the t-shirt. Okay? And you can do it like this. Just grab it like this. Put it around your face like this. And tie it. Just tie it just like this. So you have some protection. Okay, so a t-shirt, a bandana. So I'm trying to give you creative things to do and to use to give some of you guys peace of mind. You know, here's a shirt right here, long sleeve shirt. I was going to use this as a rag. You know, I call this my holy shirt. Excuse me, I like to sleep in this at night, folks. And the reason I like to sleep in this at night is to feel a little holier, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Viva. So anyway, the same thing here. Watch this. Okay? So watch this. We're going to use the long sleeve t-shirt, and we're going to do it like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here we go there. So you do have some, and then the other thing you can do is you can even put it over your ears if you've got a long sleeve shirt. And anyway, I hope this helps you understand and gives you guys some creative ideas. Finley, would you like to ask some questions that maybe we can address to our audience?
No, I don't have any problems, Dave.
Okay, not a problem at all. So, folks, if you got any questions, you know, I've had a restoration company since 1987, and been in business since 1987. Water damage, fire damage, smoke damage, crime scene, mold, disinfecting buildings, smoke damage. But if you need me, I've got a website. And the website is called executiverestoration.com. Go to the website and fill out the inquiry. Okay? Fill out the inquiry. Your name, your address, what it's all about, and how I can assist you. I'll send you an email response back. Okay? If I'm just trying to think if you've got any more questions. So we talked about the N95 mask. We talked about the full face respirator mask. We talked about the half face respirator mask. We talked about the bandana and shirts and the tie-vac and the long sleeve shirts. So some other ways, some other creative ways to protect you and your body and your breathing. So I'm not trying to say these alternative methods are the best. I'm just trying to be creative. If we don't have something, we use what we have, folks. So let's be creative. Put your questions down below here on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Executive Restoration LLC. If for those who don't know and who are seeing this, got mold, we have the cure. Mold is one of my passions, of course. But this is David Snell, and with executiverestoration.com, and Finley Surgeoner. Finley's out of Shelby, Ohio. I'm out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'll help you guys any way I can. You're going to see more and more of me on YouTube. I love YouTube. We love YouTube, don't we, Finn?
Yes, sir.
And we love it. And just want to thank all the people who are viewing me. And I used to be on LinkedIn a lot, used to be on Facebook a lot, but I'm coming over to YouTube because I'm loving YouTube, and I'm loving the love of YouTube, baby. Yeah, baby. So anyway, I'm going to upload this here shortly, and any questions, just put right down below here. And I know some of these items that I used where you know, some of you may think, well, that's not professional at all. Well, folks, if you can't buy these respirators in the store, something will be better than nothing, okay? So I'm just trying to come up with some creative ideas to help others and to educate others. This is David Snell with ExecutiveRestoration.com.